my situation is, I think it has to be sort of like being in the witness protection program. You know, except I have no protection. Everybody knows who I am. I can't meet people. I can't go anywhere. You know, if I meet people and get to know them, the conglomerate will ruin their lives. Like in a day, it'll ruin their lives, right? So that's what it's like. I don't know what to do about that. I just don't know what to do about it. I don't know how to. That has continued to be the most one of the hurdles that I don't know how to get over. I don't know what to do about it. I don't know. I mean, all right. So I signed up for school. I can do that, right? Because they don't really have a reason to keep me out, right? I got into an apartment that took some doing, but I'm in it. You know, hopefully I'll be able to have that apartment and live in it for a while. And then there are situations where the conglomerate sort of understands, but does, you know, it does attack people who are doing nothing except helping me. People that I have to email with, people I have to talk to on the phone, people that I have to interact with to be able to do the things that I need to do. But even so, it tends to back off to a certain extent because it understands that I have to interact with those people to be able to do the things that I need to do that are things that I ought to be doing. You know, obtaining work, obtaining housing, you know, and going to school. And it hasn't really picked on those people too much, although it certainly has done those things. It certainly has invaded their privacy, said things about them, threatened those people. It has done that, right? And there's this really strange, just total disconnect of logic for them, because for the conglomerate, because at the same time that it's constantly accusing me of trying to get something out of celebrities, it's making it impossible for me to create a social life for myself that doesn't have to do with those people. You know, it's accusing me of stuff that totally isn't true about people who cannot help that I'm in their classes, whether they're teachers or they're students. You know, I mean, literally based on absolutely nothing. Really, truly based on absolutely nothing. God only knows what would happen if I tried to go out, you know, leave my apartment ever and get to know anybody, anywhere. You know, what kind of life is it that you expect me to live, right? Or do you just expect me to continue to be just like pushed around by you for the rest of my life? Who am I supposed to talk to? Where am I supposed to go? You know, I can't give my phone number to anyone. I can't take anybody's phone number. I can't just get to know people. This is the most difficult part of all of this. I mean, yeah, the videos for me are the hardest part. Also, the child molestation is the hardest part, just in terms of what the conglomerate is doing, right? Those things that have already happened that I can't do anything about. That all I can do, really, truly, is try to cope with it. That's all I can do for the rest of my life, and it's such a horrible thing, and totally gratuitous. There was no reason for anyone to make this happen to me, or publicize it, or any of that. Absolutely gratuitous. You know, and the fact that there have been so many people involved, corporations, politicians, the President of the United States. What are you doing spending your time promoting this? There's nothing that I ever have done or ever could have done to deserve this. This is a total violation of my life and my rights and me as a person. Why have you been part of this? Why were you ever part of any of this? This horrible crime. You know, there's that, and that's going to overshadow also. That's going to be a part of everything I ever try to do with anybody. You know, professionally, it will certainly be a burden and make it difficult for people to have me around and difficult for them to interact with me. It is already pretty uncomfortable a fair amount of the time. People are embarrassed. They're embarrassed for me. They're embarrassed. Yeah, here's these ads that are never off the Pine Street Inn. Apple has not taken its ads off the Pine Street Inn. You know, I mean, what is it you think that you're doing to one person? You know, and then also all the other people who are victimized in all the places where I've been victimized. Why don't you care about that? You know? And who am I supposed to get to know? Who am I supposed to talk to? You know, who is it that you're going to decide it's all right for me to be friends with, ever? You know, because so far you haven't done that. You have descended on every single person that you have ever seen me talk to. So what you do these things, in which you seem to feel totally justified. You seem to feel totally justified saying all the stuff about me, making up these stories, doing all these code things, publishing these disgusting things, accusing me, of being the one who somehow orchestrated everything that's happening to me, when all you have done for the past 6 years is just like violate my rights and then act like I deserve it and laugh in my face when I object to it, and then you don't think about the consequences to me of what you're doing, right? First you try to make everybody hate me, then when people don't, you attack them, and then you act like I'm doing something wrong because I have nobody else to talk to except for you.